I want to talk to you this morning about the purposes we understand ourselves to be serving at America's new Consumer Bureau and how we can promote our shared values. Because I believe that we do have shared values that are reflected in the 5 principal objectives that Congress identified in Title 10 of the Dodd-Frank Act, which is the consumer protection part of that law. First, Congress told us that we must ensure that consumers are provided with timely and clear information so that they can make responsible decisions about financial institutions. An example of this is before the financial crisis hit this country, loose practices abounded in the mortgage origination market. These practices misled consumers into thinking they could afford those loans and that those loans were the best deals they could get, when neither, in fact, was the case. The Consumer Bureau is dedicated to eliminating the kinds of tricks and traps that were used to ensnare consumers in financial products they could not afford and that too often drove them into foreclosure or bankruptcy. Second, Congress stated that we are to protect consumers from unfair, deceptive, or abusive acts and practices and from discrimination. We will work with state attorneys general and other federal agencies like the Federal Trade Commission to set those enforcement priorities. We look forward to bringing our new authority to bear against bad actors in the marketplace. Rooting out the bad actors will be good not only for consumers, but also for companies that are committed to honest dealing and quality customer service. Third, Congress directed us to reduce unwarranted regulatory burdens by identifying and addressing outdated, unnecessary, or unduly burdensome regulations. Success in this enterprise will mean clearer and more focused information for consumers, along with reduced costs for lenders, which we think is a true win-win for the American economy. Fourth, Congress has emphasized that we are to enforce federal consumer financial law consistently, without regard to the status of a financial services provider as a depository institution, in order to promote fair competition. What does this mean? To a large extent, this means enforcing the law against unlawful practices in a way that levels the playing field for law-abiding individuals and businesses. As mandated by Congress, we will particularly seek to level the playing field so that bank and non-bank providers of consumer financial products and services can compete directly, freely, and fairly, which always redounds to the benefit of consumers. Fifth and finally, it is our objective to make sure that markets for consumer financial products and services operate transparently and efficiently to facilitate access and innovation. To this end, we have a Research, Markets, and Regulations division. This part of the Bureau will track market practices, developments, successes, and failures, and make market data accessible and transparent to businesses and consumers. We look forward to showing financial companies and consumers across America that we can and will be working to make markets work better for everyone.